Level 1, welcome back to Robot Wars Hotspot Edition. My ISP or modem still sucks. I'm drunk and Dan.
These things happen.
So we're still in the middle of the map, but it's like towards the end because I didn't feel like going through all that cutscene. So I just have to finish up this fight.
Hooray.
Wait. Oh.
It's sadly been a bit of a slow week for news.
Yeah,
I think a new Battlefield got announced, but who gives a shit?
I mean, yeah, it's fucking Battlefield. Who cares?
It's the same. It's exactly the same as all the other Battlefields you've probably already.
But this
played
one
or
has.
not played.
But this one has a different number on it.
Does it? I thought it had the same numbers, just in a slightly different combination.
I don't fucking know. I was making a joke. Oh wait, I know what I can do to because I was like, ah shit, the fucking Gal Gaigar can't hit like multiple do its fucking map attack, and I was like, oh wait a minute, multi-action.
Yes, it can.
On second thought.
Thanks, Obama.
Yes, Obama is the one who cut Gal Gaigar's budget.
Fucking Obama.
I'm glad he's dead. I mean, yeah, it's a statement that doesn't make sense now, but in the future, when people listen to this, they'll be like, wow, whoever this Obama guy was, I bet he was a real jerk.
Daddy, who's Obama? A monster.
We don't talk about him anymore.
Yeah.
Don't worry, sweetheart, he's gone.
He was the 0.5 or the 0.5 or like half. I can't think of a way to describe it now. What I'm thinking, but just a way to unmake him the first black president. Like the 0.5 black president.
You mean like people have already done with him? To be fair.
Yeah. Well, it's like when you remember when Captain Marvel was coming out, and they were being very coy because they couldn't say it was the first female superhero movie because, I mean, aside from the fact that there were a couple in the 80s, you know, fucking Wonder Woman had come out like a year before.
It's fine. A bunch of online news journalist bullshit things just pretended it was anyway.
Yeah, no, it's the first woman who's ever been in a superhero movie. And it's like, man, poor Supergirl.
I mean, yeah, but it's also that movie. But yes, at the same time.
I was gonna say, is it like in the grand scheme of things, compared to some of the other shockers we've got, is that Supergirl movie and like really that terrible?
You know what? Actually, a Supergirl movie is definitely better than the second Wonder Woman movie.
I've still not seen it because why would I watch a film I know I'm not gonna like?
You don't want to watch a movie with some really fun scenes like the one where she fucks her boyfriend possesses the body of another man and they fuck.
Not rape if he can't. It's not rape if he can't say no. Wait.
Hold on.
Let me check.
I don't think that's right.
Nope. Story. No, it checks out.
I don't think that's how that works.
I think it is. It's fine. It's fine. Anyway, it is kind of unfortunate that they decided to pick the year that Donald Trump was unelected to have their look at the bad orange man character trope.
Yeah, see, that's the issue when you do stuff like that, is it can date something in a matter of seconds.
I always like whenever I not watch the Transformers movie, like the 2007 one, but like I guess get held hostage by it and remember it, and I'm like, oh yeah, they do have like fake George Bush in that movie, don't they?
Yeah.
And fake Obama in the second one, I think. And I'm pretty sure there's other fake presidents.
I'd be more surprised there wasn't.
I would say Richard Nixon, but I think he was just fake in general. That man has never had a duff in his life.
It's me, Richard Nixon. I'm a lot funnier than Ronald Reagan when you get down to it. Even though Ronald Reagan did a lot worse than me. Though I wasn't good either.
I mean, I find it more hilarious that people don't hold Ronald Reagan accountable for not putting Project Star Wars into effect. It's like, why would you promise like a satellite laser defense system if you didn't have a satellite laser defense system, Mr. Reagan? That's like promising hoverboards and then not, or hoverbikes and not delivering on any of them.
Or a Space Force, wait.
Or, man, you know what? This really horrible twisted turn of events. So there was this news article that said about Jeff Bezos going to space. And me and a friend were talking, and we was like, with all the garbage that's littering in like the upper atmosphere of Earth, it's not entirely impossible that at some point a space mission will launch and then crash into some piece of random debris that they just didn't see because it's fucking tiny. But if you hit anything like at that speed, it just causes damage. I was just saying, wouldn't it be absolutely terrible if like both Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos wound up in horrible space-related accidents?
Oh,
Wouldn't it be tragic?
That would be.
If the fucking liquid in their bodies boiled and their eyeballs began to bulge, wouldn't that be just tragic? Not that I'm wishing that. No, not that.
This
but,
is sad. I don't know.
If it did happen. But if it did happen, wouldn't that be horrible?
Oh, that'd be terrible.
Wouldn't it be terrible if they didn't know that you have to exhale all of your breath and they instead tried to breathe in? And oh boy, wouldn't that be horrible?
I'm sorry, but you bring that up just reminded me of one of my favorite things in fucking Double Dragon Neon. When they're like, oh, the cold vacuum of space, I better hold my breath, and then they breathe in real quick, and that's their explanation in the game.
Makes sense.
Because it's like an 80s cartoon.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Story checks out.
Oh,
It's like
goddamn,
it's
I love
like
that
Sam
game.
and Max. Why they don't need space helmets? Those pussies that NASA never tried.
I forgot that was their explanation, that nobody tried. Fucking hell. Oh god, I love Sam and Max so much.
Anyway, fingers crossed that Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos don't just die in a horrible space-related accident. Otherwise, I'm looking real guilty. But if they did happen, wouldn't that be tragic?
Unless.
Wait a minute. It'd be absolutely horrible. But
How will we ever recover?
yeah, it would be awful.
God,
Oh well.
the world wouldn't be able to recover their loss.
Yeah. Let's fingers crossed it doesn't happen. Wait.
Let's pray for Lex Luthor, and I don't even really have a good joke for Elon Musk other than he's just fucking pathetic. That's about it.
I've got a joke. He looks like a fucking marionette doll. Like he does though. He looks like there is someone with his hand up his arse working the controls at all times. Like he is pinnacle lizard man
Maybe it's Zimmerman.
kind of scenario, you know.
No, not Zimmerman.
it's possible.
Zuckerberg.
No, actually, I guess Zuckerberg is a lizard man, so
Yeah.
maybe.
Well, no, he's a robot. We've talked about this before.
He could be a lizard robot man.
Maybe, I don't fucking know. God damn it. You know, playing the Emblems of Fire again kind of fucked with me in terms of like... Well, the game strategy in this is just go all out, go ham, but it made me forget that I can't just rewind time if I fuck something up.
No, you
Yes.
cannot.
It's like, this
You
attack
make a
didn't hit!
mistake-
Oh. I can't rewind time.
Nope.
It's okay though. You can also take a hit. Take several hits.
Yeah, that's true.
No.
Whereas in
Maybe
Fire
if-
Emblem, it's pretty much like the goal is to like instantly kill everything, and before they can hit you.
Yeah. Otherwise,
If the character can't do that, then they're useless.
And I'm sad. I thought I'd get the Fire Emblem talk out of your guys' system.
No, I died immediately, remember?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I and everything went to shit, which
Yeah.
did wonders for my ego. Not gonna lie.
You know though, I will say but I do find it fun and hilarious how, because of that whole thing, and how a lot of the Three Houses players don't like Leone because she called them a dick, is that she's also one of the best units, so a lot of them end up having to use her. I also have a very broken her in my game because she has resistance. So she doesn't take magic damage. It's fun.
I mean, I thought it was just a mediocre PS3 game, but fair enough.
You never even played the game.
I played Resistance.
Fire Emblem?
No.
Resistance. It's a PS3
Joking
game.
about.
Oh, okay.
Fucking
I
hell.
forgot Resistance was a fucking thing.
Exactly.
Like, this isn't a gag. I legitimately forgot that Resistance was a game that existed at one point.
So you should. It's literally just Gears of War, but more mediocre, which is
That's saying
An impress-
something.
an impressive feat, all things considered. Because I mean, once you took away the chainsaw gun, like it's not a whole lot out. Which I mean, admittedly, you can get a chainsaw gun from Warhammer 40k. But you know, other than that, it's like I like Gears of War, but
Wait, wasn't
So,
it?
like-
Oh, wait, Resistance. That was
No,
that game they made during the Halo era, wasn't it?
Gears of War.
No, Resistance.
They made it literally as like a counterpoint to Gears of War.
Oh, Gears. I thought it was the one
Yeah.
that was the
was
counterpoint
like-
to the Halo, or was that another one?
Well, check.
Because there was one. There was a shooter game I remember they made as a. This is gonna be our Halo killer.
I mean, lots of people have said the phrase "Halo Killer." So Resistance came out in November 2006, and Gears of War. I feel like that came, but I don't remember. It came out the 7th of November 2006. They were literally competing.
Huh.
Like they came out a week apart. Fair enough. But you know, one was Sony and one was Microsoft.
X-Bone.
No, this would have been This was the days of the 360.
The Three Stooges. Wait. You know what they say about the 360? You take one look at it, you
right.
turn 360 degrees and walk away.
I don't think anyone ever said that. I think everyone said that it was one of those things where I thought everyone said you bought it because it was cheap, because the PS3 wasn't out and it was cheaper.
Basically.
I
And
had
then the dude
I had a
goes-
PS3 because I was stupid.
I had both. I had both.
I had a
only had a
360. I mean,
PS3.
I had a 360, but I found it in the trash. I'm not even joking.
I've never bought an Xbox console in my life because why would I want to?
Yeah, all the games you wanted were on.
Everything I'd want to play are also on a Sony console.
Yeah. And then this
I mean-
generation, there's like nothing on the Sony console that's exclusive that I give a shit about. So
Because there's nothing on the Sony console yet.
like it's like, oh, don't you want to play as Yuffie? I'm not spending $500 to play as Yuffie.
Yeah, you'll just wait a
Because
few years for.
nobody actually has the
fucking-
console yet.
That's true. They don't exist.
It's true.
Yeah, nobody has.
No, people have them. They're just scalpers trying to resell them.
Could
Yeah,
you
but I-
imagine?
But I mean, nobody's going to buy it for $900.
Right.
Imagine though if it turned out this whole thing was a scam. Like there actually was no PS5. They just tricked you, and all the boxes are fucking empty.
It's like that fucking thing where like, that video of that Christmas where the kid's just given an empty box.
Yeah.
You know what? No. I'm not gonna have Gaigar kill that thing because I feel like the Great Mazinger needs to do something.
I deserve something today.
Give me something. I want to kill something. But Gal Gaigar is right there. Give me. Okay, here you go.
Let me kill something.
Don't you want to hear my music? I mean, yes, but
I used to be cool. Back in the days of Alpha Gaiden.
to be fair, Super Robot Wars does give him more love than official Mazinger fucking releases.
Let's be fair. Official Mazinger releases are few and far between.
Yeah.
And when they happen, they're like, "Fuck you, Koji." They're like, "Koji, fuck you, Tetsuya."
Yeah.
No, they're
imagine how
like Koji and maybe Tetsuya, and also fuck you, Duke Freed.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Imagine what it feels like being Duke Freed. Where he's just not even been on like a cameo. He just doesn't exist anymore.
You know what? He's complaining, and meanwhile, God Mazinger's like, "You get references."
Duke Freed got poochied.
No, God Mazinger got poochied.
Duke Freed died on the way back to his home planet.
Possible. Maybe that's just why he never shows up in Infinity, because it's like, oh yeah, he died when he went back to his home planet. Because he actually goes back
Oh
to his
no!
home planet.
How will I get the gunbuster to hit him? Oh yeah, bullseye. Throw a tomahawk at him. Oh yeah, God, I've had Hokushin on the screen this long and I haven't done my shitty goblin impression. What's wrong with me today?
Darkness, darkness, darkness.
Ah, yes!
Oh,
Come here!
right.
No,
Oh, right. Sabo, did you see those fucking Kingdom Hearts bullshit things?
Ah.
You know.
The whole, like, Union Cross shit.
No, but I'm afraid to now.
Oh, so that ended and they had, like, a big finale thing. And I didn't watch it because, I mean, it was like, someone linked me a video, it was translated, it was like 40 fucking minutes, and I'm like, I'm not watching that. Like, this is 40 minutes of bullshit for a game that I'm 100% never playing. And like, I'll probably just wait for like the remake cutscene thing. But basically, so you know that whole traitor amongst those original disciple things for the Master of Masters, Sabo.
Sabo.
Oh, he died.
No, I'm here. I'm
Lucius-
just groaning.
Luciu was the traitor.
Of course he was.
The little dragon from Mulan?
No. The random guy who wore a hood who turned out to be Zigbar.
I love how they...
don't-
God, I've learned that for some reason the Kingdom Hearts fan base actually thinks Zigbar is cool, and I can't deal with that.
Also, the player of Union Cross reincarnates as Xehanort.
Of course. We're all
course.
short!
Also, a bunch of like the characters got sent across time, so that's why Ventus is there, and then also in the future, in the far-flung future.
I was just like, oh yeah. Hey, I'm here in the future and I have no memories.
Yes.
Fuck. What the absolute fuck?
And also Maleficent was there, I think. Also, all of like the Keybladers from that town, from like Union Cross, are left in some kind of state of suspension akin to deep sleep, with them and their respective Chirafis transforming into Dream Eaters.
Oh yeah, I heard about that, the Dream Eater thing.
I'm just reading.
Well, they're just trying to tie everything together in the worst way, huh?
Also, the Master of Masters' entire plan is to a risky gamble to destroy darkness for good. So,
At this point, I'm just expecting one of them to be Sora.
we're all Sora now.
Might as well. It's like, I mean, if the player is Xehanort, you know.
You thought it was the player, but it was me, Xehanort. Now let me start the true Organization 30, but it's okay. I was a good guy all along. I just had bad intentions.
I was a good guy all along, Sora. Keyblade. Fucking so goddamn dumb.
Man.
Look
I
at this
still-
guy.
I
He
still
only
can't get
has
over
12 keys. Ha ha ha.
It's okay.
God damn it, Kyrie.
I can fight too. Sora, help!
Just think she's Lucina over here saying, I can do this too.
Except Lucina could
Hey,
actually do
Lucina
this.
does shit though. Lucina's actually
I
practically the
said
hero.
she thinks she's Lucina.
Oh, okay.
Wow! Oh my god!
And then
You
they
are
made the
Fire
remaster,
Emblem.
and then they made the remaster where she can teleport and fly all over the place and rain
guys are
meteors.
Fire
And I was like,
Emblem fans.
why didn't she do that in the beginning? Why didn't she do that in the actual game? Why did we have to wait for the DLC?
Because Nomura got pressured into making Kyrie do something.
Probably
By who? Who would pressure him?
the fan base.
When have they ever listened to the fanbase for this fucking series?
Maybe it was like a compromise. Like, okay, we'll let you do Final Fantasy VII if you.
Yeah, but then he stopped doing that.
I think they pulled him from it.
I mean, you'll never know because Japanese
They won't
development
tell
is
us.
super behind closed doors.
I feel like what happened was they saw everyone's reaction to the fucking Fate Eater thing, and they're like, ah!
What are you talking about? A lot of people's reactions to the Fate Eater stuff was, oh man, this is so smart and deep, and I am 13.
I've also heard a lot of people, not just us, going, God, this is dumb.
Mm.
And also a lot of people echoing the whole thing of, like, this isn't a remake, what the fuck? So where, like, I remember for a while there was, like, this whole argument on what truly is a remake.
I mean, I have a suspicion that it's going to turn out it's like make for FF7. It's meant to not be, oh, we're not remaking FF7 the game, we're remaking FF7 the plot.
I
Like
don't
making
know.
it again, it's like some kind of poetry, it rhymes.
I mean, it is the Final Fantasy team of Square who are aliens and or pretentious.
I mean, I don't think it's pretentious.
And they also really want to make action games.
I think it's just more the case of like they're like games that are built with the sort of Japanese direction of having like a figurehead who has a lot significant creative control. But then you're talking about like games that are taking like 200-300 like plus people making it. So how much how much they could realistically control and get like a stable vision is dubious. And then also they have a few people that putting in charge that probably shouldn't put in charge.
Maybe,
So-
but I will say this: the Final Fantasy division is obsessed with just trying to make everything an action game.
Well, Dirge Cerberus did so well, you see.
Like I made a comment about it, and I like how people are like they're trying something new, and I'm like they're just copying other things that they've seen because they really want that to be what they do.
They're not trying something new, they're copying Kingdom Hearts.
They're copying Kingdom Hearts, or they're copying fucking. I guess now since they hired him, the fucking Devil May Cry. I guess.
Well, they hired it to know.
They hired the battle director for 5.
Oh, fair enough. I mean, I feel like unless you're actually hiring, unless you're like going to try and scalp Itsuno from Capcom, it's not a whole big deal because, I mean, Itsuno's pretty good.
But
Apologize for DMC2. Although I guess that does beg the question: we're going to fight.
yeah, but then he made 3. To be fair, I feel like that is the apology.
Yeah, that's the point. He made 3 as the apology for 2.
Yes.
Like, part of the whole reason he did 3 was because he felt bad about the way 2 had gone, and it's not even really his fault.
Yeah,
2.
he got kind of
Dragged into it, dragged into a half-finished product that was already like behind schedule and expected to be pushed out. So, and he had never like done a game like it before.
yeah.
Although I guess somewhat speaking of Devil May Cry, we're gonna finally fucking hear about Project GG this year, Kamiya.
No, probably not.
No.
I mean, at this point, I'm just going, yeah, Bayonetta 3's dead. Like, it's sad, but it's true. Probably.
I honestly kind of feel bad for the Bayo fans. I don't feel anything for the Mother 3 fans, but I feel sad for the Bayo 3 fans because, at
But
least
Mother 3...
they can play their game. They just want to be bitches about it.
I was going to say, Mother 3 exists and is a game that is playable and has not only been translated like 3 fucking times.
Yes.
Like, it's not impossible to see it versus Bayo 3 just kind of being a teaser trailer and then it's gone.
Yep.
And it's gone.
Also, I just made Musashi a ace, so when he inevitably eats shit, at least I've made him an ace already.
His gets transferred over to Benkei.
Okay.
So...
What are you talking about? This is the one time he'll actually make it, guys. Right?
Yeah, but we joke that's what happened in New Getter Robo.
Kinda?
He
Because
didn't die.
he's like a mix of... Well, I mean, it wasn't really
But no,
Musashi.
he's
He was like...
I know, but he's like he's effectively Musashi, and he didn't die. And it's like Musashi K.
Musashi will never die. Next episode, Musashi dies in magma.
Fuck.
Rip Musashi. He died as he lived.
Planet Namek explodes.
Man, I will say, joking about Frieza's time, inability to tell time has become one of my favorite things. That, or just like using my vast wealth of obscure Simpsons quotes.
See my vest. Wait, no.
I've said this before, but Mr. Burns comes off way more likable than Cruella de Vil does.
Yeah, but also what was funny is as I've seen some of the clips I've seen of Homer, I forgot that Homer was actually slightly less stupid back in the day.
Oh yeah, it's like it's basically like once you hit like season 9, Homer goes from like not like everyman, but like reasonably kind of like a reasonable person, and then just becomes like complete absolute man-child as opposed to just mostly a man-child.
Like, he's a cartoon character, but then he became, a cartoon character.
Was that when they decided to basically focus the show on him instead of Bart?
They focused it on both of them.
Yeah, I know, but like when the show started, like the whole thing was like it was focused on Bart as discount Dennis the Menace, and Homer was just his like bumbling dad who he annoyed, and then they decided,
We talk about the Tracy Ullman shorts or season 1.
And even earlier in season 1, like when I think it wasn't until the show had been going for like a year or two that they were like, this is probably a bad idea.
Is it Bart based on Matt Groening?
I don't know.
All I know is that when he made Bart, so he had no knowledge of the English Dennis the Menace, but he knew about our Dennis the Menace and was like, he's not really a menace, so he wanted to make an actual little shit child. I know that much. Hello? Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, just like went wanky here.
Oh, okay.
The landscapers are here.
Our new co-commentators. Hello!
Did you say landscaping or manscaping? Because I'm okay with both.
We're not sponsored by Manscaped.
Yes, no, we're not.
Oh. But how else am I meant to shave my testicles? So I shave my testicles for nothing?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Well.
We are not sponsored by Manscaped.
Are we sponsored by NordVPN?
Listen, I think the only one that would sponsor me would be like Raid Shadow Legends or some shit.
I think we're the only ones who aren't sponsored by NordVPN at this point.
I'm glad you mentioned the hot new video game Raid Shadow Legends, because I have this prepared script that I'm reading from, definitely of my own volition, and not because
I'm being held at gunpoint.
Not because an evil Chinese corporation has kidnapped my family, who I miss very much.
By the way, also what's funny in the fucking Rage Shadow Legends thing, what they send each person, basically they tell you not to make jokes or sound regretful that you're sponsored by us.
Yes.
Well, that puts us out.
Well,
yeah, I mean, there's no way I wouldn't make a joke.
There's no way I wouldn't make a joke.
Like, don't make jokes. Like, what people watch this for,
I wouldn't be worth the money because I would make jokes about getting sponsored, and also I don't have a big viewer base. That'd be a literal waste of money.
It's fine. I already crossed a few lines when. So there's this thing trending on Twitter the other day about Chinese youth doing this protest thing where they're laying down, and I just thought, wow, that's going to make him real easy for the tanks to run him over. Then
Oof!
Nothing happened in Tiananmen Square.
Nothing happened in Tiananmen Square.
There is no war in Ba Sing Se.
There is no war in Ba Sing Se.
I think I even said to someone, because we were talking about Overwatch, is that May completely strikes me as the kind of person to say there is no war in Ba Sing Se.
There is no war in Ba Sing Se.
I think she is the symbol of Chinese oppression.
Oh yeah, apparently in 2, they're gonna get rid of her ability to just freeze people.
I think I said that they're actually going to rework a lot of crowd control stuff, which is mildly interesting, but also means, but what about Doomfist? How will he fist people if he can't crowd control? I don't know. I am mildly curious about Overwatch 2, but I'm going to wait and see what it actually is like, because a lot of the changes they announced, I was like, oh, the manscapers are here. Man, Saber, you got a hell of a
You want your
mustache
balls
there.
to be smooth?
No. What a weird thing for people to just suddenly get sponsored by. And then suddenly like I'm watching YouTube and they're like telling me about their testicles and how they want to shave and how they're shaving them, and I'm like, why don't you just do what we all do to shave our testicles? Dip them in acid.
Oof. Why? Why are you like this?
I mean, it works.
I don't know. I was tortured upbringing, bullied, and or maybe sexually, maybe like had a teacher who was sexually attracted to me, or bullied, or just wanted to bully me. I don't know. Pick one. It was the time I was almost kidnapped.
Look.
Screw anyone up, really, if you think about it.
Your life is just so much more tragic than mine.
I'm amazed I'm not a serial killer. Or, no, let me rephrase that. I'm amazed I've not been caught out as a serial killer.
Yeah,
Are you?
that makes a bit more sense.
I can neither confirm nor deny.
Go.
It's like, no.
No, because then because when it comes to court, you're not supposed to lie. So you just say no comment, and then nobody knows if what you're saying because you're not saying anything. Or you just do what most people who do when they get caught out now. You just say, "Well, I didn't know about it," even though it's your job to know about it. Even though you're in a position of power where you would absolutely know about it. Even though, like, literally all you were meant to do was know about this kind of thing. You just say, "Well, I didn't know," and then it's okay. You can't arrest people for being incompetent, even if it's like willful incompetence.
And that's how Homer Simpson got his job.
No, how Homer Simpson got his job was he got a stop sign on a bridge. There's that deep lore for you. That's
Babylon.
Deepest lore.
Because also with my net being fucky, I've been so first because I've been buying the old Ace Combat games. I like how I bought Zero because it was the one that was the most expensive one, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna boot up my PS2 and just, make sure that the thing works. So anyway, like 17 missions later.
So anyway, as you beat the not Germans, because that's what the Balkans are, not Germans.
I did notice one thing. I will say that 7 does have sharper aiming, because I have trouble aiming the machine gun in that game.
I mean, there's about 20 fucking years of development.
Yeah. But it is still good, like really good. But I did notice I was having more trouble like shooting shit, and also the fucking the fucking AI is way more aggressive.
Yeah.
Because I was just like, holy shit! I'm like, holy shit! I got hit! Hold on.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot more. It's you played on normal for Ace Combat 7, right?
Yeah.
Hard and Ace's difficulty definitely up AI aggression.
I played hard on a couple of missions in 7, but not like the full game.
It's mostly when you're on like the big oh fuck missions, like Stonehenge, for instance, or or basically any mission where it goes from like 0 to 100, and then there's a million planes and drones now. What's number 9? What's episode 19 called? Lighthouse.
But yeah, no, the game is good. I like how in cutscene though, your one co-pilot is voiced by Yuri Lowenthal, but in game it's a different voice actor.
Well, Yuri's expensive. I think maybe they can only sort of get him. Maybe they can only sort of catch him like to do some recording because he was too busy trying to get into everything else.
I have no idea.
Who even is the new Yuri Lowenthal who gets into it? Oh, wait, it's Tom Holland. Never mind.
No, that's Tom Holland's not a voice actor.
Oh, he's getting a lot of voice roles for not a voice actor.
Wait, he is?
Did that movie with Will Smith where it's about him becoming a pigeon, I think.
Oh, Soul.
No,
Soul,
the other one.
The other one. Fuck.
The one where the entire trailer is just whatever Will Smith.
I can see your butt in my face.
And then he's a pigeon, and I'm like, is this real, or have I just stepped into like a movie world and like this is one of those fake movie trailers that plays? You know?
Yeah.
Do you ever feel bad that we've now reached that point of absurdity where parody literally doesn't work because it's true?
I mean, I said
I
before
think
that
about
like
it every
it's,
day.
I mean,
Yeah.
one thing I said like like different thing, but like I usually refer to like Sword Art Online's art style as generic the anime. Like it's the kind of art you would see when someone's like, "Yeah, anime art, I hate it," and it's just like look at it, and they just show like Sword Art characters or like that same kind of art style. It just has that look to it, like the very stereotypical bad anime look, like the thing you'd see on The Simpsons. Or, you know, like Billy and Mandy or something. When they don't want to just say Dragon Ball Z.
You mean when it's just Dragon Ball?
Yeah.
Or Chicken Ball, as it was on Billy and Mandy, since you
Yeah.
mentioned them. And just think if Dragon Ball hadn't hit big, where would we be now as a society?
I don't have time to get the meme of, like, the flying cars.
Can you imagine a world without Dragon Ball, and then it's just Lionel Hutz's like vision of a world without lawyers? Ugh. Man, so I have sort of started to rewatch like classic Simpsons. When it gets to Lionel Hutz, I'm gonna be sad.
Yeah.
Because it makes me think of Blasto.
I forgot I had Big Wolf in this game.
Big Volfog, yeah. He certainly sure is a character that exists in this game.
I forgot I had him. I just saw him, like, in my roster as I'm going through the robots, selecting them. And I saw him like, oh, you're in this game. I forgot.
Well, that's because he's lame in the show, too.
Because what I was mainly looking for was I'm trying to find the red fire god, and I'm having trouble finding her. So I'm not sure. Maybe she's all like one of those auto deployed characters.
Possibly.
Yeah, she must be because I don't see her. I'll bring out the Sizzler. Why not? Bring out the Sherbine. Why not? See, it's funny how when we get to a certain point, when I get all the, yeah, you, and then it gets to that point where I'm like, oh god, now what do I take? Definitely not the fucking Strider. Fucking so bad.
Yeah, I never really had, like, that kind of issue with this game. I had it in V, where there were just, like, a number of units where I'm like, where I get, yeah, here are all my main units, and then, I guess you chumps.
It's more of like, I have all my favorites now, and now it's like, who do I want now? Kind of thing. Because I've already selected all of my favorites. It happens every now and then on certain maps when they give me a little bit more freedom to select a bunch of things. Yeah, I've scrolled through this a couple times. I don't see Fire God, so she must be an automatic deployment.
I guess this is mildly entertaining. A friend convinced me to rewatch Spider-Man.
You know what? Hold
2.
on. Okay, we'll end it with one of these two. Great Mazinger or Mazinger Z? Which one?
Mazinger Z.
Okay, there we go. Okay, we're good then. I got everything.
I wonder if Saber knows he's muted himself.
I don't know. Maybe he did because of the landscapers or the manscaping.
Yeah, they get cut a little bit too close, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, we don't want to hear the screaming. Doesn't make a bit of difference, guys. The balls are inert.
So yeah, I watched like Spider-Man 3 for the first time in like a decade.
How'd that go?
I mean, if you're expecting me to say it was better than I remember it, well, you're sorely mistaken.
I didn't expect that.
I was actually angry seeing it this night when I saw it last. Because it's just like, I fucking love how that movie goes out of its way to make you go, oh, I feel so bad for Sandman. It's like, I don't. Man, like, the man gets sand mutated, and the first thing he does is go out and commit more crime. And it's like, at the end of the day, he killed Uncle Ben, which I fucking hate that retcon anyway. So, even if you say, well, he didn't mean to, manslaughter's still a crime. Like, he definitely committed a bunch of crime.
Yes.
He's a bad man. Why are you trying to tell me, oh, I'm so sad? And even on top of his, being a bad man who commits lots of crime because he's a bad man, he then, after Spider-Man mildly inconveniences him, and yeah, evil Spider-Man thought he was killing him.
Oh, hi, Mr. Zone.
But he didn't kill him. Not even close. He mildly inconvenienced him. And then Sandman, who I'm meant to feel sorry for, is like, I'm just going to kill Spider-Man because fuck him. He pushed me down a drain. And also, God, Topher... I think Topher Grace would have actually been fine casting for basically any other villain. But he's not got any kind of physical presence. And he's a skinny he's just a skinny dude. So, he doesn't have the sort of Venom Brock, hulking over Peter kind of vibe.
Well, you see, that's because he's feeling sick, so he lost a lot of the muscle mass.
Right.
And Peter Parker did take his health.
Well,
see, it was
no,
actually
Spider-Man,
very... Well,
Spider-Man cost him his job, his reputation, his health.
Yes.
His apartment?
You see, that's why he's so skinny, because it cost him his health.
I mean, I guess it's maybe better than Tom Hardy climbing in a lobster tank because his balls are too hot.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, Venom was that movie where I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it. I appreciate that they got the, McFarlane-esque design. That was neat. I mean, the movie was incredibly dumb. And I definitely don't really care that there's a sequel coming.
What do you mean? You're saying a movie with the line "a turd in the wind" is stupid? Is that what you're trying to say?
I mean, better than fucking the end, the sort of post-credit sequence where you see Woody Harrelson and it's like, "What do I get out? There's gonna be carnage." It's like, why don't you just fucking pause the movie, have Tom Hardy just walk in front of a black screen and go, "Yeah, there's carnage in the sequel," and then just leave.
Or just have it end with the fucking
Just have it end with just have it end with black screen, white text. Yes, there's carnage next time. Please stop asking.
There's going to be some carnage. However, the movie's going to be rated PG-13.
There's going to be maximum carnage.
There's going to be some blood of some kind.
Is there though? I remember the fucking Wolverine movie that was rated PG-13. There was no blood.
We'll put them in soul jars. Wait, no, that'd be too fucking
I think
good.
the most PG-13 about that movie was Hugh Jackman's ass crack. But
No, I don't know. Oh yeah, again, Mr. Zone's here, our favorite character. I don't think anyone's ever said that, actually. That Mr. Zone was their favorite. Hello? Hello? Well.
Yep, there we go. It's back. No, it just keeps, very occasionally you'll, just sort of disappear. And then you'll reappear. Like a ghost.
It's for real estate.
Right.
So some other stuff I've been doing is I actually started rewatching Ozymandias, which, by the way, is a fucking I've owned it for years, but for the shits and giggles, I looked on trying to buy it online, and it was out of print for years, and then in 2016 it got reprinted by Sentai Works, except for it's Sentai Works, so they only reprinted 7 copies.
Yeah, it cost $800.
So
although
yeah.
I think I said last time is that once you cross a certain threshold, you can't. I don't think you can call them dollars. I think you have to say dollary dues. What? What's your defense budget? $1 billion dollary dues. Because then it does become a little bit farcical about that. Because then it just makes that money even more.
What's your infrastructure budget? 5 schmeckles.
No, we don't. We're too dumb to get Rick and Morty jokes.
You're right. I'm sorry.
Stop referencing things above our intellectual pay grade.
You're right. I'm sorry.
You should be.
Did you just make a Rick and Morty reference?
Schmeckle is just so much fun to say. I don't even like Rick and Morty, but I like saying Schmeckle.
I'm sorry. You're banned.
Ah, shit. Banned from my own video.
Yeah.
He's too smart for us dum-dums.
You have to have a full highlight.
You must be this dumb to enter this conversation.
I mean, I'm just talking about How's the Manga Die. What is this? No, hold on, we need a third person so it could just be like the fucking Knucklehead gang.
I kind of feel sorry for like Rick and Morty in the sense of they didn't really ask for to get like one of the most toxic, obnoxious, cuntish fan bases of all time. But then they've also never really done anything to stop them being the most cuntish, obnoxious, toxic fan bases of all time. So
Yeah.
And by which I mean, you know, if it was me, I'd have put in and said, you know, a true Rick and Morty fan would like down a gallon of bleach, you know.
Yeah, drink the gallon, bleach.
Thin out that gene pool for us, please. Look, to quote our favourite internet reviewer, Movie Bob, the Nazis gave eugenics a bad name. Thanks, Movie Bob. Thanks, Movie Bob.
You know what's funny is, now I've known that bit for a while, but what's funny is he became a thing that I remembered again because of that line. Because someone said that to me, and I was like, excuse me, what? Because I hadn't thought about him for years, and so I was like, oh yeah, by the way, he said he's a eugenicist. I'm like, are you fucking serious?
I mean... Does it surprise you with Movie Bob?
I don't even fucking
the man
know.
who I'm pretty sure was kicked off of basically every platform and like group he's ever been part of, and like not even for rape reasons, like most of them are.
Hey, he may be a eugenicist, but he's not a sexual assaulter.
Yeah, he's probably not
Allegedly.
practically. Yeah, we can't say for sure actually.
Allegedly.
It's like any time, as I said, a celebrity or a person in the know trends on Twitter, I'm like, okay, are they dead or what did they do? Dead. It's like you play the game, Dead or Disgraced, my favourite game show to play at home.
What was it? Oh, so I can't remember. I don't think we ever did joke about the Powerpuff Girls thing from when it leaked because I think we got distracted.
I haven't looked at it, so I just know.
Oh yeah.
It sucks,
so
and I'm like, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, no, it's what we kind of expect. But what I do find funny is, so it leaked, everyone made fun of it, and they decided to do a reshoot. And now they're saying, no, we're not reshooting because it got leaked. That's not why.
It was bad. I feel like after the complete flop that was Titans, you would learn your because isn't it? As I said, I'm not looked into it. Isn't it like turning Powerpuff Girls into like some gritty reboot teenage drama thing?
Yeah, where they
or something.
Yeah, it's like they fucking are upset over losing their childhood for fighting crime. I've seen some of this. I looked at some of the script and oh boy, there's Bubbles as a slut jokes. Buttercup is a lesbian jokes. It's what you expect at CW. Is it cringy? Yes. Okay, then it's there.
Because you cut out, but you know, I'll just nod. I'll just say I know what you're.
Yeah,
just
that
say,
for you.
just say it, man. It sure does sound lame, and we'll just edit that into as my response.
Wait, Sabo, did I cut out for you?
Yeah, I'm aware.
No, I heard you.
Oh, okay, so it's just Train.
I watch Love
like,
Magnets.
I was like, Train knows full well how bad the CW can be.
Oh. But yeah, I still think that CW is either a Uwe Boll type tax scam, or they just run off Nazi gold. It's one of the two. Could be both.
It might run off of human trafficking, to be fair. Man. Oh well, I'll just not watch it, you know. Simple as this. Why would I watch something I know I'm not gonna like? That's my solution to everything. Have you seen Star Wars Episode 9? No. Have you seen Suicide Squad? No. Have you seen Cruella? No.
Suicide Squad is a great character piece. Why wouldn't you watch it?
Thanks, Sam.
Wrong opinion, Sam.
I think he might have even come up with a new wrong opinion where he was, I think...
See, I'm jealous because I don't talk to the one person anymore because I'm pretty sure she saw me to talk about some of the stupid shit she'd say. Because they just don't talk to me anymore.
I'm pretty sure Sam is like, me and him are gonna have a disagreement because I think he's playing the like 2016 or whatever Ratchet and Clank game, and I think he likes it, and I'm like, but I hated that game, but it's bad. It's not my Ratchet and Clank. But,
so yeah, I don't get like the fun stuff like that to like joke about when occasionally she says something really weird, really dumb.
I mean, yeah. I guess in other days I played this new Subnautica game. It's all right. A bit too plot heavy and too many characters for my taste. Because
isn't that how they've been going with those games after the first one?
Oh, what do you mean? This is only the second one.
It feels like there's been like 7 of them.
Well, yeah, because the first game was was one of those early access, so it was update and add stuff. No, the first game was fine in the sense that it was all just kind of more... like, there was progression and a plot, but a lot of it was so much more background, so you could just, like, you know, go at your own pace or whatever. And then this one, it's like, well, the main character talks for a start. It's like, I don't want to listen to some stupid person talk about their stupid problems. I just want to swim around the cool planet with the weird monsters.
The baby's cry is it?
Shut the fuck up, Samus. I liked you better when you didn't talk. Which isn't a sexist comment. No. It's got nothing to do with the fact she's a woman. It's got to do with the fact she's annoying.
The babies cry.
Babies always cry. That's all a baby really can do. It cries, it shits, and sometimes it eats.
I just still can't get over the whole fucking babies cry thing. It's so goddamn stupid.
The baby. The baby.
The baby.
The baby.
The baby.
The baby.
The baby.
The baby.
The baby.
Thanks, Overram.
My favorite thing is still the fact that the director's like, I'd fucking do it again!
And that's why Metroid is dead.
Yeah.
And that's why, and I don't know why F-Zero's dead, though.
Because Miyamoto can't think of a wacky gimmick to throw on to F-Zero.
Yeah.
Well, surely
That's not a joke, that's dead serious.
Surely at this point in the wacky gimmick is...
maybe he hasn't... Maybe the other issue is he hasn't found another game to kill and then salvage the code from.
Yeah, true. He hasn't. It's been a while since Wipeout came out, or since there's been a new Wipeout game he could steal from.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, I know Wipeout technically stole from F-Zero, but you know what though? I feel like Wipeout came out more recently than F-Zero did.
Also, considering all the stuff that Miyamoto ends up just taking anyway, so who cares?
Miyamoto is the embodiment of "you made this, I made this."
He really is.
Alongside, is Shigeru Miyamoto the J.J. Abrams of video games? There's a game theory for you. There you go, Matt Pat. You can have that one for free. Lol, JK. Actually, I want 100% of the profits.
I'll just steal it anyway, and then if someone references it, I'll say one of my editors is at fault.
Good old Matt Pat, creator of clickbait, and just all around douchebag.
Yeah,
man.
I like how Rival Joe is like, yeah, Lace Getter, that'll be a great rival. It doesn't say a goddamn thing about the massive tower that is the Gunbuster.
Rival Joe.
You think he'd be at least a little concerned by that thing, that even though it shows it here as the same size, it literally could just pick him up by his head with its 2 fingers and fling him around.
But Rival Joe has the power of Transformers on his side. That's like having God and anime.
It's true, Transformers just will never die.
Exactly. Transformers is, despite what you might think, a robust and healthy billion-dollar franchise.
No, it's not. It's in desperate need of our help.
Although, yeah, we do have to pull that button every now and then.
Yeah. I think it could learn a lot of good lessons from G.I. Joe.
pull the cord. What? By what? You mean like not existing? Or being put?
Listen, there's a
Still
lot.
exist? Does G.I. Joe still exist?
It does. They try and do a new thing with it every couple of years or so.
Usually doesn't
But
go
they're
anywhere.
not like, yeah, it usually doesn't go anywhere. And they don't like it's not like one of their big things.
Yeah, man.
Usually, at most, they just kind of go, "Ah, fuck it," and just release some stuff for the older fans. Like,
Because-
here.
You know what it is? You know what it is? It's that fucking meme of the Gundam with the haha cool robot thing. But it's like, on both sides of that meme, on both ends of that meme, it's cool robot, whereas G.I. Joe, it's like haha cool soldiers. And who cares about soldiers, right? Not the government, that's for sure.
I mean, they have like fancy gadgets and vehicles and stuff.
Hashtag support the vets.
I like how was it Faye and Spike talk about how contrived it is that the upgrade module shows up for Might Guine, and Akito's like, "It's just how heroes work. Deal with it."
I mean, I'm pretty sure Baito had it planned all from the start.
Probably.
That's why he's great.
Great Might Gaino! Perfect modo!
It's not perfect, you just put a cannon on the shoulder.
Perfect modo!
But is it even more perfect?
No, clearly it's not even more perfect.
It's not perfecta cell.
It would need a second cannon to be even more perfect.
Man.
And Great Might Guy never gained a second cannon to become even more perfect.
Does get a second sword though.
Yeah, but I mean everybody has like 3 swords, who cares?
I don't know where he got this. I don't actually don't remember where he got the second driving wheel sword from. He just had it.
Apparently,
Like
he just had one. He had one in the other leg the whole time.
You had a second sword this entire time. You just never bothered to use it.
It makes me think of the fucking the Mazinger go-kart meme where there's a second gun.
I mean,
I'm about to. What was it? Mazin Golfer actually has has a secret ultimate weapon. Look in the glove compartment, and it's just another gun.
That's still like one of my favorite fucking posts. The fucking the Mazin Golfer Z. It's so good. You know what sucks about going super aggro on Rival Joe like that is now Maito is in a really terrible position. And there's just a lot of things on the field still. Oh well, Domon's still here. Fucking...
well,
God. Fucking... And also, actually, yeah, the only, so far, because I don't have Master Asia, the only G Gundam mechs I bring out pretty much every time are Delmon and Allenby.
I mean, just because the rest would be the Shuffle Alliance, and who cares about those idiots?
I mean, I like Argo.
They
but...
willingly hang out with Sai Saichi, though.
You know you're right.
So...
I mean, to be fair, it's not like they willingly hang out with Wu Fei.
Well, I think they would, but that's the horrible thing.
Maybe, I don't know. We don't have any... Is there evidence of this, though?
I think they'd all be like, oh man, Wu Fei's, like, misunderstood.
Do we have evidence of this? Of them thinking he's misunderstood?
Previous SRW games?
Do they do that in them, though? Or are you just guessing?
A couple of them, I think.
Oh.
Sabo, answer the question.
About Wu Fei?
Yeah.
Dan, usually he's just like, you know what? I think I will go back with you guys after all.
Ah, background.
Except in Z2, then he's actually always on your side and never leaves. Aside from that one time he decides to kill Lelouch, but you know.
They should have just let him.
Yeah,
Even a broken clock is right twice a day.
It's true. I mean, if you had to choose between the two, I mean, yeah, I'd go with Wu Fei.
Yeah, 100% Wu Fei. It's not even a question, really, because for no other reason than I don't think Wu Fei would accidentally cause genocide. I think he'd intentionally do it.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't at least come off like a dumbass doing it, like Lelouch does.
He'll just talk about it, like, he'll be like, honor, something. I did
Nataku, the Gundam is my wife. Or something.
Yeah.
Pretty much. That's basically what it is.
Which, maybe you should have found like a real wife.
No.
He had one, but she died.
Robo-wife.
Ride wife, life good. Wife fight back, kill wife. Rufei is just that gorilla, isn't he? Wife gone, miss wife, regret.
I don't know why that's funny to me, but it is. I'm just imagining like a gorilla body, but Wu-Fei's head just poorly photoshopped on it.
I'm just imagining Wu-Fei having a gorilla for a wife.
Oh yeah, Dan at Thursday's here. I forgot that I deployed him.
Hey Dan. Has he achieved his full insanity power yet?
He has charge.
So no.
No.
That's not full insanity power.
Yeah,
He's not just. I love that he doesn't control it. It's just he just makes this stupid murder face every time he does this final attack.
It's like, Domon, learning to master his emotions, calm his mind, him.
Kill everyone!
I'll kill everyone, especially those of you in the jury! I love how he's crazy enough to where even Ryoma is like,
Come on, you can't seriously want to kill someone because of the pronunciation of the word chowder. It's chowder!
Chowder!
I'll kill you! Man, there's the dub. There's the gun sword redub I want. With Vaughn as Quimby. And or Freddie Quimby.
Man, they really do not like Camille.
Understandable. Camille is kind of a shit. Would you like Camille?
Probably not.
Especially if you even slightly, not even call him a girl, but say something along the lines of, Camille, that's a very effeminate name, and then he fucking tries to kill you with a giant robot.
And then he just runs out of the room and then you just hear the deploying sounds of a mech. Ah!
And then spends the next few weeks or months murdering everyone you know. Hashtag Jared did nothing wrong.
You go to the store, hey, how's it going, buddy? And a giant robot leg just steps on them.
That's what you get for calling me a girl. I didn't say that, I just said Camille was an effeminate name. And now your dog is dead. Are you happy yet, you monster?
That's it, I'm gonna have to get the Megas out, aren't I?
In retrospect, thinking on it, it does make a lot of sense why Camille's mentor was Shah, doesn't it?
God, I know it would never happen. I still would just love to see the Megas in one of these games because it would just be really funny to see the fucking anime characters deal with Coop. Having to deal with that. But, God, yeah, no, I don't think I really want the idea. I don't like the idea of being chased around by Camille and whatever fucking robot he stole today. If I was to...
What if he actually did steal the Megas?
Uh-oh. No, he can't pilot it because he knows how to pilot robots properly.
He'll figure it out through the power of pure rage.
No, that's Kira. Oh, no, Kira would just be drawn to it. I feel like if you're competent at piloting robots, you can't pilot the Megas XLR. I feel like that's how it goes.
What about if you're already some stupid otaku weeb dude and you play video games anyway?
So that means Boss would do great in the Megas.
Yes.
Huh.
Or like, what about Ryusei? Because he's already like a video game nerd as well. Actually, is Ryusei just kind of anime coop?
Yeah, pretty much.
Ryusei. Which one's Ryusei again?
Protagonist. One of the protagonists from OG/Alpha.
Oh, okay.
He's the one who basically is like put in a real robot and demands it's a super robot.
Ah, so like if you were to throw me into one, like, hey!
Yeah.
To the point where everyone's like, let's take this very seriously. And he's like, sweet, cool, combination go, only one crash. Variable formation, just screaming all of his attack names. And
Yeah.
everyone else is like,
Stop it.
fucking goddamn it, Ryusei. Why? Why are you like this? Why are you you? And then it's fine because then their commander sends his gender-bent clone in order to look after them.
Yes.
And she pilots a mech that becomes a gun, except then when one of the other pilots, alien sister, but not actually her sister. They're actually both adopted. She gets the mech that is also a gun.
Good.
It makes sense in actually no, it doesn't.
I was gonna say, now that you're explaining it, actually.
Yeah.
The more I think about it.
You know, it makes even less sense when there's about 50 other plots having to go on because that's how the OG games try and work. Is that, hey, look, here's the original plot from all of these games. Do they fit? No.
You know who Anime Coop is? It's that other guy
Which guy?
from the tournament. The other guy from the tournament who gets
that
picked up by
douchebag!
DC. Yes.
Right, the evil guy. Yeah, I guess that is also Anime Coop. The evil.
And as he shot down and exploding, he's like, "I'll just hit the reset button and I'll be fine." And they're like, "Yeah, that's not how it works, buddy."
And then he dies.
Then he died.
Man, OG is weird. OG was weird.
Rest in fucking piss.
Remember fucking?
You know, I feel bad for this. It's one of those. It's the dumb mass-produced version of Joe's thing, the thing that Joe had before his actual robot,
Ah, yes.
the Megasonic. And I just like how it's like, I'm gonna take on the Gunbuster. Lol.
I used to be a Transformer.
I was a Transformer. Watch this. I'll shoot you with my pew pew gun. You're gonna go down. Yeah, watch this. Pew.
Optimus Prime says boobies for an hour.
Boobies.
Boobies. Boobies. Boobies. It's basically what that video is. You know what?
Pretty much.
I'm okay with that. It's not the worst
You know
thing
what?
he said.
I watched the whole hour once. I was very bored that day.
Optimus Prime likes his boobies.
I guess he did. Yeah, I guess so.
He's a fan of that one RC design.
I love that design for RC. It's my absolute favorite.
I remember that one time in Transformers Cybertron where they had the evil female Transformer who had nipples.
Ah, yes.
I can't remember her name now. But she was a boat.
And she like picked a fight with the one human girl.
Yeah, they had a sort of cat fight. By which I mean, I think they just sort of stood and yelled at each other.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, what kind of
Thunder-
cat fight? Since
Thunder
if
Blast?
it actually turned into a fight, she could just like squish her.
Well, it was Thunder Blast, I think, was her name.
Was it? No.
I don't know. I'm going to check now.
I've mostly deleted that series, even though it wasn't so bad. It just
I was going to say, Cybertron is fine.
it's fine. It's just not Armada.
It's just weird when it's. You know what's the weirdest part? Is when, like, they have, like, fucking a new voice actor for Jetfire who just speaks in a fucking, like, a thick Australian accent. And it's like, but Jetfire's last VA was Australian. Because it used to be voiced by... It's not Scott McNeil in Cybertron, no.
Oh, I was gonna say, isn't it just Scott McNeil? He's just giving him a different voice for some reason.
Is it? I'm going to check now.
People get ready for the Warlord of Raptor.
I miss Lord Raptor.
We all do.
Goodbye, sweet prince.
My name is Raptor, Showbiz is my game!
Man, remember when Darkstalkers got like that remaster and was like the new Darkstalkers game, and then it just never happened.
Well, first they did that Darkstalkers Isn't Dead, and they're like, all right, buy this collection of old games, and then people are like, yeah, we'll do that, and then nobody buy it, and they're like, well, we didn't want to buy that.
Though it is a new, no, Saber, it was a new VA in Cybertron. And can you guess who it was? I'll give you a hint. He's way past cool. It was Brian Drummond.
Oh, I was gonna say it was Brian Drummond.
I wait.
Yep, Brian Drummond was suspiciously Australian Jetfire after his trip to space Australia.
Spies.
So, which feels weird to replace Scott McNeil, actual Australian Scott McNeil.
Is kind of weird. The only thing that could have been worse, they replaced him with someone from New Zealand.
Bloody Kiwis. Yeah, it's fine. They don't care as long as you don't confuse them with Australians.
Yeah, pretty much.
Which is, which is low-hanging fruit, I think. You want to make fun of New Zealanders, make fun of the fact that they're basically famous because Peter Jackson was too lazy to go anywhere else to shoot his movie.
You're not wrong.
Why would I film anywhere else? I live here. If I could get away with filming a major motion picture like outside my house, I'd do it. Yep, you can all piss off back to your caravans or whatever garbage accommodations you've got, and I'm going back to my home. Fuck you guys.
I'm going home. There's nothing you can do about it.
I'm gonna go home and play Beyond Good and Evil.
Rest in peace.
Nah. It's in a better place now. Dead. Fucking dead.
Probably better off.
I mean, that's 100% better off. Ubisoft the way it is now.
Yeah,
I can't wait
it's
for
better.
I can't wait for the next Assassin's Creed they'll announce this year. I bet it will go to Spins the Wheel. Feudal Japan?
Maybe.
We've not been there
Maybe.
yet. Ghost of Tsushima came out.
Yeah,
And it wouldn't
exactly.
be the first fucking time that Ubisoft has stolen an idea.
Or they'll go to China. It's gonna be China or Japan.
Ooh, China is a good guess.
Maybe
I get that China money.
Maybe they'll shit us all up and they'll go to Taiwan, and then the game will be completely banned in China, forever banned.
Forever.
You recognize Taiwan as a country, you monsters!
You know how offensive that is to us?
Those West Taiwanese people, yeah. I remember that meme.
God. I don't even fucking know anymore. Oh, Mr. Zone's come back.
Hi, Mr. Zone. Isn't it great that you're here, you prick? You know what it is? Mr. Zone is like the fucking it's like the cop out of Lupin the Third.
Except for a lot less likable.
Yeah, except the difference is the cop is it Zenigata?
Zenigata.
Is that Zenigata at least understands that sometimes there are much bigger problems than Lupin just kind of being a thief.
In
Whereas
fact, even to the point where, Lupin has been accused of murder, he's like, that doesn't make no sense. Lupin's not a murderer, he's just a thief.
Whereas Mr. Zone is like, I'm going to lie with anything and everything I can in order to kill you, Harlock. Why? I don't know. I just hate you.
You beat me that one time, and I'm really mad about it.
And for that reason, I'm aligning myself with the Space Invaders.
Again!
And you're like, what the fuck is your problem, Mr. Zone? So yeah, when like Zenigata is sort of
Even
way more
even Eagle
reasonable-
figures out, wait, this is a stupid idea after, like, Hikaru slaps him in the face a few times.
Wait a second. That would destroying the world would be checks notes bad.
That's stupid. What am I doing? Thank you for hitting me, small child.
I mean, it's fine. Well. And then she's like, man, and then what's his face is like, man, I wish she'd hit me. I don't remember his name. Not Zagato. Zagato's little brother.
Yeah. When he joins after you kill, when he becomes a thing after she kills Zagato, and feels really bad about it.
He feels like he only exists so that that horse sprite or horseback sprite gets used.
Yes. They're like, we put a lot of time into this.
So if we got any more information on that seed project yet, Sabo?
Apparently, part of it is that movie that's coming out eventually. That the guy's wife had worked on before she died, and other writers have filled in, which hopefully means it won't be too terrible. And also, there's this.
Much. Oh right, that's not. Oh right, so that what it is. That's what that thing was I saw.
Yeah, I've seen
Yes.
that image.
It looks. I mean, it's pretty bad look. Not gonna lie.
I mean, to be fair, it looks like their version of my favorite UC Gundam, the Penelope.
So what you're saying is this is the seed version of cards.
Apparently, this is just a Gundam version of like the car from Cyber Formula, which is the show that he worked on before he did Dendo and Seed.
Oh.
So I don't know, but
So is this based off of that like much threatened Gundam Seed movie they kept saying they were doing and then didn't?
this is just some integral comic that's going to take place between Seed and Destiny. The actual movie, we don't really know much about it yet, but apparently it's going to happen. And it's going to be big.
How big?
So big. So big it's going to make Seed super popular again.
I don't think it can be that big.
Well, I don't know. We'll see.
So
You
big,
hate-
even I don't know what it is.
Hey, Savo, to be fair, you hate 50% of Seed as well, just as much as everyone else does.
Yes, but I'm hoping it's the good 50% and not the bad 50%.
There's a good
Yeah.
50%.
Yes, I actually liked the first.
No, I know. I'm just being a jackass.
Fight, fight, fight.
I'm not going to fight. He just likes a thing I don't like. Who cares? I just wanted to make a dumbass. I just wanted to be a jackass and make that joke.
I just want my blood sports.
Listen, you need someone to get. See, it doesn't work that way around, where someone likes or likes something I don't like, or vice versa. You got to get them to get mad at me for liking or not liking a thing. That's the only way it works.
I mean, if I don't make you mad, you'll go down in one punch. I've got to try and give you that, primal rage building in you.
And I'm powered
like
more
that.
by fuckery than anything else.
Yeah, so I was saying that's all well and good when you're making fun of people, but then like when the punches start flying,
Yeah, I
wanna
can't get enraged that he doesn't like it because he's like, yeah, I think some parts of Seed are stupid. And I'm like, I mean, yeah. I can't exactly argue it's a masterpiece there. I just
I
happen
mean,
to
you
some
like
parts.
it. Like, there's nothing really wrong with that. I make the jokes and everything. It's like, even when there's something that, like, I'm annoyed with as a show, like, even if you're like, yeah, I like that, it's like, okay. That's
Nah,
fine.
It's like this part of Seed is dumb. Yeah, I know. It just doesn't really bother me that much.
it was your first Gundam.
Yes, it was.
My first Gundam's technically Wing.
My first Gundam is
Actually,
0079.
actually, that's true. It was technically Wing, but I didn't really appreciate it at the time.
My one is actually 0079, so hooray.
Look at you
Oh god, I
watching it
forgot. I
in order.
actually have this thing as a unit now. I forgot that by slapping Eagle enough times, it's now on my side. So I was like, wait a minute, I have another unit control? Oh, cool. Oh wait, it's in perfect map attack range. Nice!
And also, it's lame.
I like it.
It's okay.
I mean, listen, it's no Yamato, but nothing's Yamato.
Yamato! That is what you seek!
The most broken fucking ship I've seen in my very limited exposure to the series.
I'm not actually sure if it's better or worse than like the early Nadesco games. Because the main difference between them is that like Yamato is big and dumb, big, strong and dumb, but so was Nadesco. But Nadesco has phase transition shield, so nothing could hurt it, and also it could just use its main cannon whenever the fuck you wanted. So
That's true.
it's that kind of thing where
but then like all the attacks that the Yamato has are like busted.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying is that I'm not sure. Like, obviously, Nadesco now is not that strong. Like, it still has the barrier, so it's good. But like, I'm thinking Nadesco and like J and things like that is even better. Is better. Well, because the problem is that you're dealing with like Prince of Darkness Nadesco in a lot of these games. Prince of Darkness Nadesco doesn't really get upgraded or anything. So like, it's just basically the same unit. Whereas in like J and stuff, you have Nadesco is starting off as already being a good ship, and then it gets like its module that gives it the super mega phase transition cannon. It becomes even stupid. And also in those games, like the Estavados were actually useful, so you also had units with infinite EN surrounding it. Whereas Yamato is like undoubtedly like strongest battleship of modern games.
Who the fuck's this weird
Well,
looking guy?
maybe I guess the Shirogane or the Kurogane could match up. Could be interesting to match up, given that it's basically Yamato but with a drill.
The drill or a gun. A gun that they're not limited from only using once in a while.
Yeah. They can use the Tronium Buster Cannon whenever they want.
You know, I do like the games that have Edeon in it, that if you use its big attack too many times, it just resets your fucking game.
Oh. That's Ideon for you.
I do find that, like, just really fucking funny. It's a good joke.
Be careful using Edeon.
Tell me knows, like, if they use this too many times, reset their goddamn game.
It's possible, like...
Have I mentioned I hate video games?
I mean, what doesn't Tomino hate?
Children.
You sure about that? He kills it. Like, his... Like, media always has at least one child mortality, at minimum. Dude fucking loves killing kids.
He likes killing characters in general. Because he doesn't want another Gundam.
Yeah, but he also feels like... Yeah, but it's also with Tomino, you feel like, I slaughtered them like animals, and not just the men, but the women and the children too. And at that point, Padme knew this was the man to put a baby in me.
I can't wait for him to fuck me.
Which, to be fair, as we now know, the Jedi's, according to George Lucas himself, the Jedi's definitely practiced the tried and true method of love 'em and leave 'em.
Yeah.
So,
well, you see, what you're supposed to do, Anakin, is you're not supposed to love them. You're supposed to just fuck them and then leave them with your child.
It's just he takes Anakin aside and he's like, Anakin, you know women like that only stick around you not for your looks but for your position. Do what you need to and then broom her fast.
If you need to, you can use this and ditch her in an alley.
That's what I did.
This is your final lesson as a Padawan. I'm a knight. as a Padawan.
You're a knight when you bury that hooker. When they bury the body of that hooker, Anakin.
Now take this shovel. We need to bury her quickly.
It's a it's a hyper shovel. We gotta keep the cannon.
It's like the handle of a shovel. They push a button. It's like a fucking laser shovel.
Yes. Look, here's how you make anything Star Warsy. You just put hyper on in front.
A laser or something.
No, I mean hyper's just the easiest thing. It's like you come back, you say, "I'm sorry, I've got to go to the hyper toilet. I've got to drop a hyper deuce." There you go. And that's how the script to Star Wars Episode 8 was made. Someone shat it out in the hyper toilet.
Ah, yes,
AKA
the hyper toilet.
AKA Lucasfilms.
I mean, I can't really argue there.
It's
like
true,
how
I
if you
can't
want-
either.
It's like how if you want to make something Star Trek-y, you just make it like oddly. You just make it oddly preachy, and like a thinly veiled, representation of something. Hey Sabo, remember that time when Ferengis were naked with giant penises?
Ah, yes.
Thanks, Roddenberry. Remember when Troy nearly had 3 boobs? And they were like, "How does this work?"
No. I guess Total Recall must have stole that idea.
Probably. And then Paul also used that idea. 3 tits. Nice. Oh,
Killing a lot of robots right now.
I guess semi-speaking of Paul, can I ask an honest question? Does anyone find Paul's Seth Rogen funny in anything?
No.
Okay, good. Because I've been trying to work out why is this guy famous? He's not funny.
I mean, yeah, I don't.
It's
I don't
kind
get
of the
either.
same
It's kinda
paradox
like
I have with Jimmy Fallon.
It's a
where,
paradox I have with
people
Joe
people
Rogan.
in the audience laugh, and I can only assume because they're held at gunpoint.
Maybe.
Because I'm like, but where's the joke? He didn't tell the joke.
I feel that way with fucking Joe Rogan, where I'm like, he was a failed comedian. All he ever did was fail up, and somehow it's like has this massive podcast for some reason. I don't get it. Very confusing to me. Well, Gunbuster killed Wolfgang.
Oh well.
Now who shall she kill? You know what? I mean, it won't kill her, but the cat burglar has been here for a while and probably should be put to death.
Poor Catherine checks notes. Vuitton, really?
That's her name.
And her penguin mech.
Penguins.
Fucking penguins.
Oh, that's okay.
Controversial opinion. I don't like penguins.
Penguins are meh.
I think they're stupid. I look at them and it's like, if you're a bird that can't fly, you better be a fucking psychopath and have the potential to murder me. Otherwise, what's the fucking point in you? If an ostrich came at you, you'd think twice. If a penguin comes at you, well, I think I could take it. It's like punching a short person in a tuxedo. Whereas an ostrich, it's like, ooh, oh, it might be. It's like even a swan, and swans can fly. Like if a fucking swan comes at you, you need to think twice because it's like, oh shit, what do I do? But also, it's like you can't even say penguins are the coolest animal in the Arctic because I mean, fucking polar bears, man, they're crazy. And yes, I know they don't actually live near each other. That was the joke. You know who does live near penguins? Killer whales. They're actual psychopaths. So yeah, I just don't understand the internet's fascination and adoration of penguins. I think they're stupid.
Yeah, I don't know.
And I think if not for the fact they live in an inhospitable wasteland, they would have gone the way of the dodo long ago.
Probably, I don't fucking know.
What's your favourite / least favourite flightless bird?
I don't fucking know. I don't think about this stuff. I don't care about Boyds that much.
I mean, I guess penguin, because penguin is the only one I know.
Ostriches?
Oh yeah, that's right. Ostriches can't fly. I forgot. You know,
Emus? I mean,
because he flies in Donkey Kong. So
what about
I think
emus? They beat the fucking Australian army in war.
That's true. Yeah, emus. You're right.
oh yes, emus.
You have to respect the emu wars.
It's true.
I mean, what in Australia isn't potentially dangerous?
The Australians.
Australia.
Yeah, okay, besides the people there.
They're too busy being told you're being heavily restricted. You can only have 3 drinks. You can only have 3 cans of lager at this event, and they'd be like, "Fuck you! We're just gonna go bury more cans of lager in the sand."
Unfortunately, however, they didn't consider the idea that the emus would dig up the cans and steal them.
What they never considered was that the emus had secretly infiltrated the government and now controlled all that, and now controlled the economy.
Don't you understand, Jack? The emus control it all. Control it all.
Armstrong, but he's just an emu.
He's not?
No. Armstrong's too big to be an emu, he'd be an ostrich.
I played college ball, you know.
Could have gone pro and joined the Navy.
You know, one of my favorite things, though, about him is the fact that when he thinks that Raiden is come to his side, he's like, oh, holy shit, picks him up, dusts him off.
Yeah. Well, I don't write my own speeches. I mean, I think the funniest thing about Armstrong is that it then actually when it came out, everyone was like, ha ha ha, that's ridiculous. And then it basically happened.
Well, he played college ball, you know. God damn it.
Never play college ball, you know.
God damn it, Maito, you're out of spirit stuff, so I gotta have other people do it for you. Jeez. God damn it, Maito.
Well, that's because all of his fucking, skill has been transferred to the other guy with his voice.
It's true. Not nearly as strong in this game as he was in V.
Well, that's also because they don't need him to be, because now everyone's had 3 games worth of playing as mic-going people.
Yeah, now it's just like, look, you have no idea how much money we paid for that license. He's getting in again.
We're never gonna get this again. We're using it as much as we can.
I can't believe Maito defeated rival Joe with the Mighty Slicer.
Yeah, I can believe it.
Fucking Mighty Slicer. What a way to go.
Well, that's why he's the hero. Man, I think if I mentioned it here, but you know what game I really fucking miss?
What?
Beautiful Joe.
You might have mentioned that a few times.
Yeah, you only mention that once a month. Minimum.
It's because someone
He's gotta meet the quota, Sabo.
It's because someone actually unrelated who I hadn't spoken to about it just said, "Man, I wish that game got a remaster." And I was like, "Brother, brother."
It's been too long.
And it turns out they were only metaphorically brothers.
You're pretty good.
You're pretty bad.
It's metaphorical.
It's like poetry, it rhymes.
Just think about it, Snake. The sequel will be even dumber.
Well,
it's actually a prequel.
Well, actually, even then it's the interquel, really. Because the prequel is MGS3. To be honest, I'm kind of
Sequel to
amazed.
Prequel.
I'm amazed we didn't actually just do a prequel. We played as the boss.
I think they definitely wanted to do that.
I don't think Kojima did.
Kojima's like, I want to make more questions and give no answers.
Kojima was like, I want to just make a game where a man just does deliveries. I just want to do FedEx the game. I'll get Conan O'Brien to guest star.
My warship is the most powerful in the universe, said Mr. Zone again.
Fuck off, Mr. Zone. Nobody likes you.
Do you think Mr. Zone likes himself?
No. He looks in the mirror and just goes, I hate you. I hate you. But you know who I hate more than you? Harlock.
He beat me in a fight once, you know. I like how he's like going because how he's AI's programmed. He's going so far out of his way to go after Harlock, so he's just getting like fucking attacked by every robot.
Well, he really wants to beat Harlock.
Guys, stop shooting at me! I want to fight Harlock.
Just in retrospect, for X, they didn't wind up doing like Interstellar 555 or whatever it's called. For like the battleship.
Yeah.
Because like obviously Yamato and Harlock are sort of like loosely connected by maybe being in the same universe. It's all a bit weird. And I think Interstellar 555 is part of that as well.
Maybe.
Mr.
Maybe not.
Alright, well, they've
Oh
all...
my fucking god! You guys saw the name of like the Sony Pictures Cinematic Universe thing, right?
No.
The Spunker. The Sony Pictures Universe of Marvel
Spumka.
characters. Spumker.
Spumka.
Spumker.
Spumka!
Spumker. Rolls right off the tongue.
Mmm.
Which is, you know, ironic because it sounds like spunk.
This
Yes!
hurts
That's what I was thinking the entire time. I just wasn't saying it. Spumco.
Yeah. Makes you sort of like being called, almost be as silly as being called Randy.
Oh, Randy.
So
Yeah, I didn't actually figure this out until a few days ago.
So yeah, I just suddenly got a message from Sabo, like just saying Randy means horny in the UK, and I was like, "What? You didn't? How did you not know that? You've seen Austin
Didn't know that.
Powers."
I haven't watched Austin Powers in like 15 years, so I guess I was too young to get it when I first watched it.
Yeah, baby! Even I got it, and I'm ace.
But I was very sheltered as a kid. And like too focused on robots to worry about things like that. You know.
Imagine being a giant battleship and getting repeatedly burning fingered to death. Stop it. Stop hitting me with that. It hates. Well, almost everything on the map's dead, so we're almost done. I just gotta now get, the Tornado into position to fight Rudy.
Do you watch every battle animation?
No, I skip.
Okay.
I skip a lot.
Okay.
I watch a couple of them.
Well, I don't actually watch your videos, so I don't know how.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh god, that has a map attack. I didn't know that. That sucked.
Well, you just played yourself.
Oh shit. The gunbusters, you... Oh, something blew up. Oh, fucking Angela got blown up.
Well, bye, Miss Bullsack.
Not Angela.
I miss you and your funny name. You know what's worse is that Angela's like color scheme is literally Mithras.
Yeah. It is.
It's like even it's the same shade of like sort of pale green they use for the highlights.
It's a good thing it doesn't cost me money. It just means Angela loses any experience that she got in this fight.
Well, the experience will teach you to not to die, Angela.
Next time, dodge.
If you could
Why
dodge a
didn't you
wrench, you could dodge a ball. Man, you know, I think I mentioned it, but I think it's an absolute damn shame that like, Dodgeball Splatoon game, or whatever it's called, Slam City or something, doesn't have a fucking wrench power-up.
Now, I'm going to ask you guys an important question, because it doesn't affect anything with my SR points. Should I let Harlock shoot down Zone, or would it be funnier to have, like, Bright do it?
Let Harlock do it, because I think it would piss Zone off more if Harlock did it. If anyone else does it, he will like just say, no, they did it because Harlock did all of this damage to me.
Even though Harlock has done no damage to him so far in this fight.
Yes. So meanwhile, if Zone gets beat by Harlock twice, or 3 times,
I think this will be the 3rd time by this point in the game.
This is all clearly Harlock's fault.
Does the Zone stand for Kusei?
Okay, cool. I can do
Honore
multi-action.
Honore Harlocko.
Yeah, basically.
And poor Decade.
Well, I can have Ryoma just get her beam Rudy, so that's fun.
Is it the getter beam from the forehead or the getter beam from the crotch?
We'll see in a second, because I don't know. Let's see. I was going to skip the animation, but then, crotch.
Well,
crotch beam. Ball.
Thanks, Ryoma. Looking as poor as you usually do.
Shut the hell up, Carlos. Get your ass back to Mexico.
Ryoma definitely voted for Trump. Just saying.
I do wonder though, what the hell did he actually say? Because that definitely had to be a dub thing.
No, he said.
No,
No,
that's the actual line.
He says the exact same line.
In Japanese, it's still get your ass back to Mexico.
Yes, go back to. Why don't you go back to Mexico?
See, I figured that was like a dub thing. We're like, oh, we'll make it Carlos and.
No. Even in Japanese, they just have like a Japanese guy try and do like Ryoma amigo, and then continue on in Japanese. So no, it is exactly the same line, like word for word.
I can't believe that. That's so funny.
Including the gracias.
Gonna build a wall around Japan. Keep them out.
And we will call it Britannia.
Alright, now it's for the last attack. Cause I killed Zone real quick with the Arcadia. I didn't even give Zone the dignity of seeing the animation of him getting exploded. I just skipped it. Rudy gets the animation, though. I feel like she deserves it. Mr. Zone deserves nothing, and I will give him nothing.
I bring you death.
I bring you despair, Dante. Blech. So it should be done after this animation ends and then the cutscene ends.
Okay.
Fucking. Oh yeah, because I did mention that I was rewatching Azumanga Daioh. I do like it a lot.
But
The only thing I'll say I don't like is Kimura, but I never liked Kimura, and that's about it.
why?
You know, the pervert teacher?
Why don't you like Kimura?
He's not funny.
I mean, as someone who maybe did have a pervert teacher. I I do fucking love that story though, just because it's that one story where I tell it, and the general reaction is just, what the fuck?
Right, but yeah, I just do not find Kimura funny. I just don't like him. Like, the other characters are all funny, and then there's Kimura. Just there. The only funny bit is the fact that he has a wife and a daughter. That's the only thing that's kind of funny.
I mean, just because you make like lewd suggestions doesn't mean you don't have a loving wife and family.
No, also, also the two bits where he tries to help advertise the culture club, the culture festival that the class has.
Think of Kensei and Kenichi. He had a wife allegedly, and a child, definitely. I mean, he did abandon them to fuck off to Japan, but you know.
As you do.
I mean, I don't know. If I had a wife and child, I'd probably fuck off.
Wife and child? I'm leaving! I'm going to Japan! Don't follow!
I'm going to the one place that bitch can't find me. Space!
Oh, actually, that reminds me, because we were talking about the Bezos stuff earlier. Someone did the meme where they had I'm gonna go to the one place uncorrupted by capitalism, space, and then it shows an Amazon logo on the moon, and it just shows Tim Curry looking annoyed.
I mean...
I'm escaping to the one place! That is such a good... it's just so good.
I mean, it was one of Tim Curry's, like, sort of most fun performances that he was clearly having.
I like, though, with that reading, he was like, you want me to do it again? They went, no, it's perfect. They're right. Because, you know, he starts laughing at it, and they're like, do you want me to do another take? And they're like, no.
Hey, it's like when what's his face? Christopher Lee was in Kingdom Hearts. He didn't need to do another take. Mostly because he refused to do more than one take of any line. But you know,
your stupid game doesn't get more than one take.
I mean, he delivered mostly.
Considering some of the voice acting in those games, yeah.
I mean, it feels bad when a lot of like the VAs who seem to have fun and enjoy it kind of get just like the least ones you'd expect, like fucking Jesse McCartney. He loves being in those games. I think Haley Joel Osment's just happy to have a paycheck.
I'm glad I'm here.
Just happy to have a role where people still like him.
Steve Burton is well, happy to have a role too.
Then now he's just like, man, I'm just glad I get to be Cloud somewhere.
I'm Cloud sometimes.
They don't let me be Cloud anymore. Not in the actual stuff.
They won't let me be Cloud in the remake, but at least I can still be Cloud here.
Can't even be Cloud in Smash.
I bring you Despire. Wait, no,
So out of curiosity, I bring you this pair. So out of curiosity, you know, what's his face? The VA for Zamasu is like secretly Spike from Buffy.
Yeah.
Is that like the most recent example of like fake name of like, you know, of a VA using like an alter ego at this point? Because I can't think of many others.
Possibly.
Since like, you know, the
right.
dark days.
We are now...
they don't seem to... I don't know exactly what changed, but for some reason they don't have to do that anymore.
Alright, we are now done.
I think the only reason he had to do it, or James Masters had to do it, is because obviously his going rate is meant to be a lot higher because he's a relatively well-known actor.
Yeah, probably.
Alright, we are now
He was in a Joss
done.
Whedon show, for Christ's sakes.
Alright, the thing's over. I hope you guys enjoyed Time to Leave. Don't know when this will be up because my internet's fun. It's time to leave. Bye.
It's not over. It's not over till the fish jumps. It's over.
I'm not editing that in.
Aww.